I'm Francisco Lindor. I'm the shortstop of the New York Mets. And the reason why we're here today is because I have my own shoe, the Lindor ones. When I first knew it was gonna happen, I was stoked. I was super happy. I couldn't wait for the design to come out to the public and have people wear it. I'm blessed to be one of the few baseball players with their own signature shoe.
Francisco understood very, very few baseball players have ever crossed over culturally.
Typically, we start with a cleat, and we kind of figure out how we can, put it on a EVA and a rubber sole, and we kind of de-spec it and sort of get it out the door. But with his, it was like, we're going to focus on this as something that people will be happy to wear, off the field, anywhere. As our role in New Balance, we're trying to draw attention to the brand and trying to bridge, that kid off field as well. And so this was just a perfect opportunity to do it.
For me, so style comes from a mix of old school, vintage, and the new school. And that's kind of what I went with. Some old cleats that I liked with certain things that were happening with me at the moment. Just incorporating those things and listening to their input, how to put things together. That's kind of how I got all the ideas that I wanted for the shoot. My favorite flower is called amapola, and the hibiscus. It's one of the national flowers of Puerto Rico. I have it in a tattoo. So that was one of the things I did with Matt when he came to my house in Arizona. I was like, I kind of want this flower. It represents me, it represents Puerto Rico. I actually have the shoe with me, and it has it. He's got it in the front of the shoe, like the toe box. He's got it right there. He's supposed to have it all around the shoe. Inside, it's got it also inside of the shoe. I think it's my way of paying my tribute to Puerto Rico. I love where I come from. I'm very proud to be Puerto Rican.
We took the approach with the baseball shoes here for Francisco, trying to bring a little bit of flair, right? So you have that floral pattern for sure, but then instead of just doing a black shoe and a white shoe, right, is having those metallic gold pops that really stand out. And then obviously the fun one with the white and the tie-dye pattern. Francisco honestly brought that pattern to us as he identified tie-dye as something that was very relevant in the fashion space.
I have to be consistent. Right here, let's be consistent. And then the other one, it says stay positive. So for me, those are two big keys of life, how I live life. Being consistent, my dad always said to me, be consistent, not only on the field, but off the field with your sisters, with your brother, with your mom, with me, with school. Anything you do in life, you gotta be consistent with it in order for you to be successful. If you're good today, be good tomorrow. Be good the next day, you're gonna become a great person. And staying positive is something that I've said since I was a little kid, to always keep a smile on my face and understand that every difficult moment in life has a great outcome at the end of the day. And I wanted people to see that in their feet every time they wear the shoes, so they can be consistent and stay positive and know that at the end of the day, life is good. I'm excited to be in New York. I'm excited to be a part of the New York Mets for a very, very long time and try to win some games, and hopefully we end up in a good position so we make it to the postseason, and then anything can happen in postseason. I'm excited to grow and see my family grow in New York and embrace the city that I know has a lot of style, a lot of swag, and I'm looking forward to it.
So the thought was every day, this is the last thing you do when you cinch and lock in. You want to be reminded of those, kind of positive messages. And they're really good because be consistent is kind of the discipline side of it. So it's like, I got to go out there every day and perform, and then stay positive is to try to, obviously stay positive and not get down when things don't go your way, because obviously baseball is a game full of heartbreak. So I thought the messaging was really good. And so, yeah, we just wanted to have it in a place that was going to resonate with people that were, saddling up for the day, like locking in and getting ready to go. You highlight a good feature, so this woven material is made of plastic fibers and polyester fibers. So it's engineered to be perfect for performance. So you've got durability and you've got good hand feel and softness. But yet it's also a really awesome visual. And I think that's a perfect, synopsis of Lindor, that he's got, all this skill and athletic prowess, but he also packages it in a really stylistic way. So, like I said, the shoe's just true to him.
And then the strap on the bottom, I wanted it to be stable for people that are on grass and people that in surfaces that are not as stable. I had a sprained ankle, and it was a high ankle sprain. So I wanted to create something that was going to give me support around my ankles to make sure they were stable. I didn't want to wear the ankle brace. So having this in my shoe, on my cleat, was going to help me to feel more stable and feel more comfortable.
If you really want to get locked in, you need to have a strap like this. So it's kind of belt and suspenders, but you've got the laces that go up that dial in the fit, and then this just really locks it down. Not everybody likes a mid-top cleat, so we came up with this idea to make it detachable where it slides through the webbing so you can wear it up, wear it down. And another thing that he talked about a lot was making a shoe for outfielders and infielders. So this just gave us something that with only one style, we could approach, the entire field.
So having this strap was gonna make my feet stay inside, compact, and not move side to side. So that was also very beneficial.
It all came together really well. There's just tons of details that are right to him. Like on the inside of the strap, on the liner, that's a pattern that we developed for him that we've used on a lot of his styles in the past. So even though the outside of the shoe is kind of subdued, and on the inside, you've got this kind of exciting thing. There's just little touches of his all over the place. Of course, the logo in the back. And mostly I'm just excited because his input is in this shoe. I mean, if it wasn't his shoe, it would not look anything like this.
Every time I look at my shoe, I know I'm like, wow, this is special. This is Lindor ones. I'll forever cherish this moment, this experience. I come from a place where I didn't have much, to having my own shoe, to inspiring kids to strive to be the best and strive for greatness. And thanks to New Balance, I was able to accomplish one of the biggest dreams of my life. I'm Francisco Lindor, shortstop of the New York Mets, and you're watching Craft with BR Kicks.